We're living through an economic shock right now that no one could have predicted 6 months ago. Yet, like all shocks, it's causing us to work and engage differently. I wonder if you begin perhaps by just getting a sense from each of you about how you've moved from a business as usual paradigm to one of crisis leadership, and what that paradigm shift has involved, particularly from a leadership perspective. Mark, if we could perhaps start with you.
Yeah, indeed. We are in crisis mode for the last couple of weeks, which for us has meant a mindset shift from an EBIT growth business to one that's focusing on cash. So it's all about, at the moment, preserving cash, cutting cost, and then we'll get to the point where we start to reimagine what are the opportunities that come out the back of this. My leadership style has changed immensely, very directive now, very clear on what needs to be done now, strong prioritization, as well as increased communications.
And have you had any previous experience in a crisis situation? Anything that you're drawing on personally, Mark?
Look, indeed, I sort of liken this to and how we need to operate. We need to operate like a startup. And I was very fortunate to be in a startup about 8 years ago, Pacific Fibre, where every day you're focusing on cash, you're prioritizing what you can do in the business to hit that next milestone. So I'm sort of drawing on my leadership experience during that time to use today.
We know startups largely operate in a crisis mode in that early stage of the business, so some good insights to draw on there. Mike, your perspective.
Yeah, I think I echo a lot of what Mark said, really. The focus has very much gone to what is it that we need to do right now in order to kind of get through this period, and that is very much a focus on cutting costs and cash. But also really making sure that we're there for our clients, because they're going through the same thing as well as what we are. We all are. We're all in the same boat. And so with my staff, it's about extreme focus on what are the things that they need to be doing right now that is going to help us get through this and help our clients as well. So very much more directive, whereas normally we would sit back and get everybody's views and opinions on things, etc. And we still do a little bit of that, obviously. But right now it's about, team, this is what we need, and this is what I need you to do, and this is when I need you to get it done by.
Have you been able to draw on any prior experience, Mike, something like this? I mean, obviously this is a whole new order for everybody, but anything from your own business experience that you've been able to use at this time?
Yeah, so BBT's been around 6 years, nothing on this scale, obviously, and nothing like this that I've specifically gone through, but a lot of it is just back to basics, the real simple fundamentals of business that we're just really focused on right now. So a lot of the learnings that we've had in the very early days, a lot of the stuff that we were doing then, we are now looking at redoing, or are focusing on right now.
John, that's a good way of encapsulating it. Businesses are in a survival mode now. How are you seeing the need to change and adapt leadership styles for this new paradigm that we're operating in?
Well, I think it's more important than ever for leaders to be really emitting a positive energy and optimism. People are going to cue off the leader and the energy that they're emitting. So really very important to maintain that. Also important, I think, to maintain a really key growth mindset. I mean, this is an opportunity for, crisis breeds innovation. This is an opportunity to work through new ways of doing things, and work through new things, new services, new products delivered in a different way, and really adapt and reinvent to the current environment. Critically important. I think the other key thing as a leader, really focus on your team. You're not going to get far without your team aligned and unified, operating in a really open, high trust way. So critical to have that relationship with your team. Make sure that connection is very strong.